All right, good evening. Welcome on in to Puss in Boots Tavern as we have our Pennsbury Boys Basketball preview show here on WBCB and joined by head coach Wes Ermer, assistant coach Kirk Bergman. Welcome, guys. What's up? How's the team looking?
Thank you so much for having us.
You're looking pretty good. You got the new sweatsuits on?
Yeah, we got the fresh new sweatsuits. Shout out PSN. Coach Justin Baxter, thank you very much.
Everybody looking good here at Puss in Boots. And we're going to get to meet some of the players, and we'll check in with the coaches here to get things going. But we get to meet the guys who are going to be on the floor putting in the work here for this Pennsbury basketball team. And, Coach, this season is upon us already. Kind of amazing. You guys feel ready?
Absolutely. You know, you spend so much time in the offseason preparing. So many games are played in the offseason at this point that it's like you're playing another season. And it's hard to refocus and say, like, all right, this one counts. And that's really what we have to do in this, you know, preseason and this stage of the year is to – this is what we play for. All those showcases, all those events, all those trips down to Philly and Westchester, you know, it's for this. It's for the opportunity.
Well, we want to talk about all that you guys have been doing. Coach Bergman, how do you get those guys to flip the switch and recognize that this is for real now, this is the real season, everything's on the line?
Yeah, well, thankfully we have guys that have been through it before. That always helps. And when you have guys that have been through it before, they know that once you hit November 14th, you know, it's all systems go. I think me and Wes and the rest of the coaching staff, I think we also kind of look at every stage of the year as a different facet. And once you hit here, you know, our mentality changes as well. You know, the summer's for your skill development. The fall is to put some things in terms of your system, offensively and defensively. And then once we hit November, the expectation is that they're ready to go, and we have to really push that. And I think that's kind of how they see, okay, it's really go time.
Hey, we are ready to go on WBCB. We got a bunch of Pennsbury basketball games coming up throughout the season. Looking forward to it. And, yeah, we got our preview going on right now. And what were some of the team-building things? How did you guys come together throughout the summer and the fall? I know you guys hit the gym again doing the boxing thing with the Malik Jackson opportunities. That always seems like a great opportunity to build camaraderie and to build a little bit of teamwork.
Yeah, you know, I think about our team room. And in our team room, Coach made us a sign 4 years ago, and it just says compete. You know, there's not a whole lot of slogans. You know, I use a lot of coach speak, you know, during the year, but, you know, I think the one thing that we want them to do is to compete in everything that we do. So, you know, in the spring, we played pickleball as a tournament. In the summer, we golfed. You know, we went to, you know, the boxing gym and Malik Jackson, and that's an awesome opportunity for our guys to do something a little bit different than what maybe they traditionally do to train. And these opportunities are, you know, a chance for them to come together.
Well, we're going to talk to these guys about their experience in the boxing ring, also what they're expecting this season for Pennsbury basketball. Any particular matchups you guys have circled? Last year, you went 12-10 in district play, won a playoff game, and throughout that process, you swept Neshaminy, took care of Council Rock South, you beat Truman a couple of times, a split with Council Rock North, and Ben Salem, who won the league, they got you a couple times, so maybe a bit of revenge or a little spice to that matchup?
Oh, yeah, the division is obviously the first thing that we're looking at, and you know, Ben Salem has owned the division, you know, for the last 5 years. Outside of our league championship in 23, it's been them. So we have to beat them in order to, you know, lay claim to the SOL again. But, you know, we saw the team that we have coming back, the group that we have, and we said, all right, we need to challenge these guys. So.
All right, well, let's talk about this team. Seems like you guys have quite a bit of youth, Coach Bergman. Couple of freshmen are back. They got some varsity experience, some juniors who are stepping up now into leadership roles with this team, and a trio of seniors that are back with this Pennsbury basketball crew.
Yeah, I guess on paper, if you will, you could call us youthful. But I think, you know, in this day and age, especially, you know, if you talk specifically about our two rising sophomores, these guys have played 1 million games, right? There's really not a scenario that they haven't seen yet. So I think that they've aged in that capacity and they're seasoned in that capacity. It is different when you're playing on a Tuesday or Friday night for sure, as opposed to an AAU game on Saturday afternoon. You've got to be ready for the fact that people are watching you, the lights are on you. And again, like even speaking of our seniors have a lot of game minutes under their belts. So I think that my expectation is that these guys are ready to go, they're ready to roll, and any situation that gets thrown at them in any particular game, they've seen before. So the youth thing, yeah, you can say we're young. I never really buy that. I think it's that's kind of the media speak, no offense.
A little young, but a team that has some experience,
Sure,
so that's a difference maker. Mm-hmm. All right, so as you guys get ready for the season to unfold, I saw a video clip of Boston Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla, who was asked by a young reporter about fun and development. And I want to pose that question to you, Coach Emmy. How do you balance making sure your guys are having fun while also challenging them and developing their skill? And that's can be a little bit of a challenging blend.
Yeah, I saw the clip, and Coach Mazzulla, he said you have to redefine what fun is for each person. And for us, it's always been winning is fun. And the part that's great about that is that, yes, it's winning is fun for those that are on the floor, but as the head coach and the CEO, there's about 8 guys that are going to come into the locker room at the end of that game that might not have played, may not have played well, and I have to be able to, lift them if they need that and keep the guys that are playing really well and say, all right, well, you have to do it again tomorrow, and remind them of that. So, fun to me has always been winning and being a part of a winning organization and getting to do all of this stuff that not everybody gets to do. That's fun to me, but it might not be fun to somebody else. So you have to itemize it.
Well, Coach Bergman, what's fun about working with these guys? Because it must fuel you. You're back for another season and seem like geared to go here, ready for that opening tip-off.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, they're good young men. And that always makes it enjoyable. And that's I think, I can't speak for Wes, but I think he would agree, that's really what brings it back year after year, is they get to interact with just good kids, good people, good families. So that always brings me back. And when you're talking about this specific group, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent at every position, and that gets you excited. But again, it just comes back to the fact that we enjoy coaching. We enjoy seeing. I enjoy seeing the development as the year progresses, and seeing. It's always fun as a coach when they get something. Whether that be in any particular practice, you just see it kind of click for that first time, and that's always a good feeling. So that's kind of the fun part, I guess you could say, for me personally.
Yeah, Coach, this season, you guys are going to be going to Wildwood. Tell me a little bit about the holiday tournament, how much emphasis you put on the break, and again, keeping the team together during the holidays.
Well, that's very much what it's about. Last year we went to Charleston and we played 3 pretty good teams, and it brought us together. And we played maybe as best as we played the entire year while we were down there. And it's because there's nothing else but your teammates and the floor. And that opportunity to go away and kind of find yourself has allowed us in prior seasons to elevate our team. And that's ultimately what it's about. And they are going to remember that more so than anything other than cutting down a net.
Well, it sounds like a good time to be down the shore during the holidays, playing some hoops. And Coach Bergman, what should fans expect as far as style of play from this Pennsbury Falcon basketball team this season? And I want to check in with Coach Emmy about that as well, but I'll let you go first.
Okay, I guess maybe I'll just handle defensively, and then I'll let him do the offensive side. So I don't step on toes, I don't say too much. So defensively, we've kind of been putting our philosophy in place for the last few weeks, even before tryouts started, and really we're just the emphasis is aggression and physicality defensively, getting up in teams, making teams uncomfortable, and really just the overall idea of we want to create chaos, not necessarily pressuring every possession, but when they're in a half court, just making them feel uncomfortable, making them feel us on defense, and forcing them into bad shots and mistakes. And that's really been our MO for the last few weeks now, going back to probably October, even in mid-October, and they're catching on. And it's actually been, last few practices have been really intense defensively, and we've really seen some growth there.
Are we talking about like full court pressure or kind of?
At times, but even in the half court, just making them uncomfortable, making the opposing team, not, like as I said, allowing them to do whatever their plan is. We take them out of that. And they have really they've latched onto it. And it's been a good few days here of just like really intense defensive effort.
Coach, how about on the offensive side?
I think the best analogy I can give you is that we want our defense to be like Metallica and Megadeth. And I said,
okay, we're going to shred.
And then on offense, we want it to be Beethoven and Mozart.
Okay, a little work of art.
So Coach is absolutely right. The defense is always going to be a little bit ahead of the offense at the start of the year because a masterpiece isn't built in 3 practices. So aggression and physicality is a mindset, and that's ultimately what we're trying to put in these first few days of practice. And on offense, we want them to connect. We want them to create. We want them to make advantages for one another, and we want it to be, organic so that, teams have a difficult time preparing for what we're about to do for them.
Before the show, you talked about spacing. What should fans expect to see when Pennsbury offensively is working well as far as the horizontal, the vertical spacing that you're looking for?
We want to be on offense for 94 feet. We don't want offense to be dribble to the 3-point line, run a play, and then shoot.
So it's not like a half-court set.
We want to try and score the minute we have the ball, the moment. We call it the recognition of possession. The moment that we get it, we want that defense to feel us. And if we can do that, and if we can see the floor and get our eyes up, you're going to create opportunities that you wouldn't get if a defense is set underneath you. So that's the first part of it. And then the second part of it is once we face a really good team that doesn't allow us to just go up and down the floor and make plays for one another and swing the ball and drive and get to a spot, how can we manipulate them and effectively get a really good shot every possession?
Well, it sounds like an exciting style of play. We're looking forward to it big time here on WBCB. We thank the coaches for joining us. We're going to meet the players in a little bit, but before we let Coach Bergman and Coach Emme go, I actually want to keep Coach Emme with us throughout the show. You guys have some nights coming up, PRBL night, Coaches versus Cancer night. Talk about some of the traditions that are part of the season. It actually begins with that game against Northeast.
Yeah, so we entered into the SOL Public Challenge last year with Ben Salem. I thought it was a great opportunity to play another league.
You guys play Philly schools, right?
Yeah, we play the public league schools. And last year we played Northeast and Dobbins. And this year we play in Northeast and Palumbo. So different styles that we want to kind of put into our preseason and our early season in order to prepare us for down the road. So Northeast, we've played each of the last 3 years. We get them again to start this year. Really strong program, good coach, really defensive, sound team that it's going to make us work for our offense, and then that really attack the glass and that's going to challenge us. So good way to start the year. And then our home opener against Truman, great opportunity, to get a Lower Bucks County matchup at home in early December.
Well, we're here talking Pennsbury basketball at Puss in Boots, and really thankful for Puss in Boots hosting us. Great food here, specials every night of the week, and long-standing support for Pennsbury athletics on WBCB. So we thank them big time, and wanted to lift up Coach Ed Cochran and send out our condolences, our well wishes to his friends, his family, the extended Pennsbury basketball family on his passing. And going to be a big loss for Pennsbury. I've been telling people that he was with us doing color commentary for many years and said, I see orange out of one eye and black out of the other eye. He said he would apologize, but he couldn't help the fact that he was biased for Pennsbury and really leaves a lasting mark. Coach Bergman, I think you were at they did an event for him a few years ago. Coach Coleman got everybody together down on New Falls Road there at the 5-4, I believe. And that was really nice to pay tribute to Coach Cochran. I think we're going to have some special things happening on that home opener. But to do something that, I don't know, while somebody's alive, people don't always recognize their contributions, and I thought that was great that able to kind of pay tribute to a big-time figure in Pennsbury basketball.
Yeah, Coach Cochran was very near and dear to me. I grew up with his sons, essentially all three of his sons, and he was my AAU basketball coach actually for a couple of years in my early high school years. So he was a family friend as well as obviously a basketball icon in Bucks County, not just Lower Bucks County. He was known far and wide, and I think one of the things that I realized when I came back to coach the second time around. And we found some of his files that he had in the filing cabinet was just how ahead of his time that he was in terms of like scouting, in terms of keeping statistics and using almost analytics in terms of how he ran his team. And he was really kind of a savant in that regard. And he was, even more importantly, like a great man, really always had time for you. And growing up gave me incredible advice just about competing and being an athlete. And it was an honor to know him as closely as I did, and he will be missed, yeah.
Yeah, it was an honor for us to work with him on WBCB. So when you got the head coaching position, any interactions with Coach Cochran, any advice? I'm sure he welcomed you with open arms. I mean, he always had just a great smile and a great way to invite people in.
Yeah, he was my dad's coach. Like, he was a pillar for me. Somebody that I aspired to be, knowing that I was going to be, a young coach. And, I heard legendary stories about 1972, 1973, 1974, 1978, 1980.
That 80 team was awesome.
Yeah, all these great teams and, this incredible coach. And, I got the chance to play with Clayton when I was a young player. And, I got to know Coach. He was my 9th grade phys ed teacher. Like 9/11 happened, and he sat us down in front of the whole class, and he said, this is wrong, and this needs to be fixed. And like, I remember that as like a poignant moment in my life. Coach Cochran welcomed me back. He's going to be sorely missed. I loved having him back in the gym. Just so much support and love for Pennsbury. There was never like that feeling of like, this is this young coach. No. He wanted us to be successful no matter what, at every moment.
And it was all love from Coach Cochran. So we lift him up tonight here on our Pennsbury Basketball Preview Show. Right now we're going to step aside, take care of a couple of messages. We thank all the sponsors for helping to make tonight's show possible, including Puss in Boots Tavern. And when we return, we get to meet the players who are going to be on the floor this year for the Falcons. It's our Pennsbury Basketball Preview Show on WBCB.
I'm good, right, Chris?
Thanks, guys.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
McCaffrey's Express makes grocery shopping easy. McCaffrey's now offers online shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You get the same in-store prices and no third-party markup. Products are chosen by McCaffrey's own trained staff. Text messages are even accepted for order changes. Shop your way at McCaffrey's Food Markets, online or the app, and earn awards and use digital coupons. McCaffrey's Food Markets in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. Also in Newtown, New Hope, Doylestown, Princeton, and West Windsor. McCaffrey's Express makes grocery shopping easy.
Puss and Boots Tavern on Trenton Road in Fairless Hills is better than ever. Sit down, relax on their outdoor patio, and try their award-winning burgers and sandwiches. Visit their takeout store for all of your favorite takeout. And it's not just food. You can also stock up on beers, soda, cigars, snacks, and a variety of convenience items. Call 215-295-8236 to place your order or have them host your next party or affair. Get out and enjoy the summer weather today at Puss and Boots Tavern. Puss and Boots Tavern on Trenton Road in Fairless Hills is better than ever. Sit down, Relax on their outdoor patio and try their award-winning burgers and sandwiches. Visit their takeout store for all of your favorite takeout. And it's not just food. You can also stock up on beers, soda, cigars, snacks, and a variety of convenience items. Call 215-295-8236 to place your order or have them host your next party or affair. Get out and enjoy the summer weather today at Puss in Boots Tavern. Puss in Boots. Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
All right, back here at Puss in Boots, it's the Pennsbury Basketball Preview Show on WBCB. Looking forward to Pennsbury Falcon action throughout the season. You can catch it on YouTube. Just search up WBCB Sports and catch all the games. We'll be there for the home opener against Truman, and actually we'll get things started. That game against Northeast. We'll be there checking that one out and sending all of the action to our fans. Was hoping Gus the Bus Barber was going to be with us tonight, but he got sent on another assignment over to do an Eagles show. Really happy to have Ben Goldstein here with us, and that trio going to be back with you for Pennsbury basketball. And Ben also doing some videos tonight, so we'll be sharing those on Instagram, and you can also see those on YouTube to help you get ready for Pennsbury Falcon basketball on WBCB. All right, Coach, let's meet the players. All right, who do you got up here with us?
So I got, to my right, we got
seniors.
We got the three seniors. We got Max Banga, Brendan Ryan, and Owen Hogenkamp. Special group to me. First group at Pennsbury that has gone all the way through the program, 9 to 12. So, you know, I told them that the other day when we finished up with tryouts, but just a solid group of young men that, you know, may not be the loudest group, but they are about it, and they're about their business. So we're really fortunate to coach these three guys.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us. Max, you're up first. What was your highlight from last season?
My highlight was probably when we went to Charleston. I just had a really fun time there.
So you're looking forward to the trip down to the
trip,
Wildwood?
yeah.
That should be fun. Should be fun. Helped you guys kind of build the team a little bit? Did you feel like made you stronger for the second half of the season?
Yeah, I think before we left, we had a tough loss, so we got to like regroup in Charleston and just get ourselves together for the second half of the season.
All right, any particular teams that you have circled, any matchups that just have a little bit of spice, extra energy for you, maybe because of people you know or what happened last season?
For me, it's South again. You know, I just think they're going to be a good game, and we had some stuff happen last year, and I just want to get back at them.
All right, we'll circle that game on the schedule. How about in the fall? What was the thing that you enjoyed most? You guys got together for quite a few different things, golf and pickleball and boxing, and then also some basketball. What was your favorite part of that experience?
That's a hard one because all of them were enjoyable in like different ways. I think probably beating Thrive was fun. We saw them like way too many times to not beat them, so I was just happy we finally got a win over them.
That was in one of our events in the fall. Thrive Charter, who won the state title in New Jersey last year.
Oh, very familiar with them here at BCB.
Yeah, played them in our summer league, had some battles, and then we were matched up with them in an event, and these guys got it done.
Yeah, that Thrive Charter used to be TCPA and used to be TCA before that.
Yep.
All right, so Max, what teammate do you think is going to surprise Falcon fans, surprise the competition with development, and kind of open your eyes this season?
It's definitely Brady Kent. Brady Kent, no one really knows about him, but he's definitely our hidden player right now. And he's going to be on people's radars eventually.
All right, asking guys kind of about the season, what to expect and everything. How about NBA-wise? Are there any players that you try to emulate, any of your favorite NBA players?
I mean, I don't really.
Do you
I don't
watch?
really
Do you
look
watch
like
NBA
him, but
basketball? Or?
I like Giannis, just like how he acts and how he plays.
Yeah, classy guy and a great player as well. Well, let's talk to some more of the players here. Max, thanks for giving us a little bit of time and some answers here as we get ready for Pennsbury basketball action on WBCB. How about you stepping up as a player? What are your personal goals? What are you expecting for yourself this year?
Definitely be first team All-League. Last year, I don't even know if I got an honorable mention, and that's on me as well. So I hope I can become first team All-League this year. That's
All
my
right, so
goal.
that's a personal goal.
That's my personal goal.
How about team goals? Anything that either you guys have talked about as a team or what you're considering a successful season?
A deep district run. I want to see how that is, and then definitely make it to states because I don't think our program has even been to states in a good while. So.
All right, and last year you guys win a playoff game. That gives you a little bit of experience. And then you go up against the 1 seed. That was a tough game. But throughout that process, do you think there were some things you can take into this year to help you?
Definitely physicality and intensity. And that can't really be shown on film. So when we watched the film, we couldn't even tell how intense and physical they were going to be. So we just got to come just out the gate as intense we can and just play with as much effort we could give.
Well, it sounds like that's kind of the style, especially on the defensive side of the ball that Coach Bergen was talking about. Good luck this season, Max. Thanks for being with us tonight. Brandon is up next. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so how about highlight from last year? What do you look back on last season as either a moment for you or a moment for the team?
I would say the Charleston trip as well because it brought us all together, and it was just like a fun couple days.
I mean, you guys did a lot of fun stuff in the fall to bring this team together. Anything stick out to you as the most enjoyable part of that? I mean, who got into the boxing ring?
Actually, no one got into boxing.
No?
Yeah, no, we had no spar this year.
What?
Yeah, no spar, just a good workout.
Okay. Well, what was that workout like? A little bit different? Kind of, did they get you winded and jumping rope and stuff?
Not jumping rope, but it was just a lot of conditioning, just punching, just stuff like that.
All right, so where do you see your role on this team? Kind of defensive intensity seems to fit with your game.
Mm-hmm. My role is just to do whatever Coach asked me to do any night and try to win games.
All right, so Brandon, what teammate do you think is going to step up this year, surprise some teams?
I think Zach Staines can put in some valuable minutes for our team.
Been at the JV level, stepping up this year, and Coach was telling me kind of like a sixth man, an energy guy off the bench.
Definitely.
All right, any teams that you have circled on the schedule?
No, I would just say I'm just excited for the first game and take it one game at a time.
I mean, any
Spoken like a true coach's son right there. Brendan is
one game at a time.
Sean
Perfect.
Ryan, who is Coach Ciola's assistant, and longtime high school head coach at Friends Select in Bishop McDevitt. That is Brendan's father. So he's he's got a little coach speak in him over there.
A little coach speak. How about the basketball IQ kind of element? Do you feel like having your dad as a coach helps you process the game?
Definitely. It's always on TV. Probably go home tonight, watch whatever game's on TV.
Champions Classic. Yeah, and Madison Square Garden. No Darren Peterson, though. So.
Yeah, any NBA guys or even college basketball players that you kind of emulate?
I mean, I like to watch Jared McCain because just the way he plays, moves, everything about him.
Feel like that is similar to your game?
Some aspects of
grittiness?
Yeah, some aspects.
All right, well, good luck this season. Appreciate your being with us tonight. Pass that microphone on as we get to meet the seniors on this Pennsbury Falcon team. Only a trio of seniors, a little bit of youth for this team. And Owen, tell me a little bit about maybe a leadership role that you guys are, as seniors, people are looking up to you.
Yeah, it definitely plays a big factor. Like on Monday, when after the tryout, Coach told us, it's our team now. We got to be the ones to step up, say what needs to be said to the certain people, and just guide us.
Is that something that you feel like is something that comes natural to you, or something you're going to have to adapt to?
Nah, yeah, I definitely have to step out of my comfort zone to do that.
All right, what teams do you have circled? What teams has a little bit more spice in the matchup? Any guys like you know from other schools?
Yeah, I would say Upper Moreland. A couple of my AAU teammates play for them, so I'm excited to play them.
That's a little outside the box. Upper Moreland. We got a Council Rock
State,
South.
state,
Upper Moreland.
state semifinalist in 5A. You know, made a Cinderella run. You know, that's one of our crossover games that, you know, they gave us a war last year. And, you know, they're a really strong program, well-coached, tough, disciplined, really good defensive team. So I'm glad he brought them up because, you know, while the Lower Bucks County opponents are, you know, what help us hang a banner, you know, those games help prepare us for down the road.
The district run and all that playoff action. How about, like, you look back at last year, any particular moments stand out, or your favorite moment, basketball moment with Pennsbury?
Yeah, for me it was when the JV team played Holy Ghost. At the end of the game, I think I had a game-tying layup, and then the dagger three. That just stood out to me personally.
That's big-time stuff. Who's going to step up this year and surprise some people on this team?
I agree with Max on Brady Kent. I think he's got a big role coming up, and I think he's going to do well.
Well, looking forward to this season. Appreciate you guys giving us a little bit of time and some insight into what to expect from Pennsbury basketball this year. We're going to let you guys sit down again. We got the seniors in. Next, we're going to talk to some of the juniors as we work through the team and give you guys some expectations on what to look forward to here for Pennsbury basketball. We got some games on WBCB, and we're looking forward to it big time. We'll be right back here to Puss in Boots in just a moment.
McCaffrey's Express makes grocery shopping easy. McCaffrey's now offers online shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You get the same in-store prices and no third-party markup. Products are chosen by McCaffrey's own trained staff. Text messages are even accepted for order changes. Shop your way at McCaffrey's Food Markets, online or the app, and earn awards and use digital coupons. McCaffrey's Food Markets in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. Also in Newtown, New Hope, Doylestown, Princeton, and West Windsor.
Puss and Boots Tavern on Trenton Road in Fairless Hills is better than ever. Sit down, relax on their outdoor patio, and try their award-winning burgers and sandwiches. Visit their takeout store for all of your favorite takeout. And it's not just food. You can also stock up on beers, soda, cigars, snacks, and a variety of convenience items. Call 215-295-8236 to place your order or have them host your next party or affair. Get out and enjoy the summer weather today at Puss and Boots Tavern. Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
All right, welcome back to Puss in Boots. It's the Pennsbury basketball preview show on WBCB as we get to meet some of the Pennsbury Falcon basketball players. We got Pennsbury's, well, maybe not the number one fan, but Brian Brown is here, so great to have him in the house. And
shout out Brian Brown.
Thanks so much to Puss in Boots for hosting us once again. Great food here, great support for Pennsbury athletics and high school sports on WBCB. We appreciate it. Everybody looking good in their workout gear. And Coach, tell us who you brought up here. Now we got the sophomores with us.
Juniors. We got
Juniors.
Brady Kent and Sean Breslin. Sean was a part of the varsity team last year, started coming off the bench for us, played JV as a freshman, and then midway through the year we made a little bit of a roster shuffle, and Sean had some really big moments for us. Got some valuable experience down the stretch. And then this is the young man that everybody's been talking about, Mr. Brady Kent, JV player last year, 9th grade player as a freshman, but has had a really strong offseason and preseason.
You know, Coach, before we get to talk to the players, one of the other things that I saw a video clip of LeBron James. He's coming back and was talking about how one of the things in his basketball career, maybe he's just a unicorn, but he was saying that he really never thought about a position. He was out there to be a basketball player. Is there something that can be taken about that statement and applied to your team? You know, we're talking about different roles and different where the guys are going to be at, but sometimes you just have to be out there making plays and be a player outside of the role that you're given.
Yeah, there's absolutely this massive trend in basketball towards positionless basketball, particularly when you have high school players. You know, unless you're 6'10" or 6'8", you should be able to play every position out on the floor, and that that spontaneity in terms of what you're able to do and what you do on the floor is something that is really difficult to prepare for. And philosophically, what LeBron said is true. If you can pass it, if you can shoot it, and you can drive it, and you can do all those things exceptionally well, you're going to be a pretty good player.
And is that versatility something you see in this group?
Yes, but what I will say is that every player has a strength, and every player should play to that strength. And the ability to know your strength, play to your strength, and do it consistently is something that not everybody can master. And it takes, a switch going off every once in a while for a player to say, all right, well, I have to do this.
All right, Brady, what do you think playing to your strengths mean?
I think.
By the way, welcome to the show. You're looking good. Everybody looking good today.
Thank you.
Getting ready for the big games. But what you hear Coach talking about playing to your strength. What does that mean to you?
I think I'm definitely a 3-and-D guy. I want to be able to hit the three this year, but I also want to play hard. I want to die for those loose balls. I want to be up in people in the half court especially and full court. I want to be down the floor, recognition of possession, hitting threes. What
would you say defines Pennsbury basketball as you kind of get into the varsity this varsity year?
Toughness. I think this team is going to show some real toughness this year. Road games, league games. I think over the offseason, we've played really well together, and toughness is going to be our biggest strength.
Oh, man, you're getting me fired up. Ready for the action here. We'll have it for you on WBCB, video streaming all the games on YouTube, and looking forward to that. When you look at your time as a hoopster, what's one of your favorite moments? What's something that sticks out to you in your basketball career?
I don't really have much.
Yeah, career is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, going into his junior year, he'll be all right.
Any teams you got circled? Any matchups that you're looking forward to more than others?
Definitely Neshaminy. I'm excited to play them in a big rivalry.
Yeah, definitely. You guys took care of business a couple times last season. Which coach's voice resonates in your mind? What with the Pennsbury coaches? Which is the guy that I don't know? Whatever the coach speak is, it sticks in your brain.
I think Coach Emmy. I think as soon as I get the ball, as soon as our team gets the ball, every time I hear him just hit the sideline and get down the floor and move the ball to the opposite side. I think as soon as we get the ball, that's the person I hear.
I was definitely not the favorite there. Coach Bergman was easily the favorite to win that question.
An upset victory here for Coach Emmy.
Yeah.
So people saying they expect you might be surprising some people, and who do you see on this team as stepping up this year and maybe taking on more of a role, more of a leadership kind of position?
I think Owen Hogenkamp, actually. I think he's a senior. I think it's his time. He's going to hit a lot of big shots this year. I see him putting in the work. I think he's a very good player.
Well, good luck to you. Looking forward to this season and appreciate your being with us here tonight at Puss in Boots. All right, Sean, looking back at last year, any moments stick out for you? Any games that were a highlight
I would just say the Neshaminy game right before Christmas break. That was a big win. It was fun to get out there and just play.
This fall, you guys did a lot of fun stuff, a lot of team building activities. Any of those, I don't know, your favorite or like stick out as really bringing everybody together?
I'd say the pickleball was really fun.
What? Pickleball?
Me and Brady actually teamed up for the pickleball tournament, and we ended up winning. That was fun. Fun to get out there with Brady. And
somebody out there said it was rigged.
I don't think so.
That was definitely Quentin Schaefer who took an L in the championship. Yeah. Yeah.
How about at the boxing gym? What was that experience like? That's very different, but now something you've been through a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, the workout's always good. Obviously, boxing and basketball are different, but they have the same principles. Stay tough, take a hit, get back up. That's what Coach Emmy preaches in practice, and it's the same principles in boxing.
You get knocked down, you get right back up again.
Yes, sir.
How about your coaches? Which voice resonates with you the most?
I'm going to go with Bergman on this one. Definitely the loudest person in the gym. I've spent a lot of time with Bergman at this point, and I hear him all the time.
I mean, is part of that him trying to ramp up the intensity on the defensive side?
Yeah, of course.
In full disclosure, Coach Ty, who is really been digging deep into offense, in the middle of our tryout the other day, goes, "These guys, they listen to Coach Bergman, and they just all shut down." And it was just one of those moments where a coach's impact can really just show you what it can do, to elevate the players on the team.
All right, well, how about this season? Any particular matchups that stick out to you, Sean?
Obviously Neshaminy, everyone has that marked on their calendar, but I think Conestoga, it's also a big matchup, big team in the area, and I think if we can pull out a win there, it'll be really big for us.
I mean, that's the same kind of deal, right? I mean, a non-SOL team that you guys are going to be matching up against.
District champions. It's that simple. You want to go to Temple. You want to play at Temple. You want that on your resume. You got to beat teams like that.
All right, what teammate is going to step up this year, surprise some people?
I think Zach Staines, coming off the bench, making some great hustle plays. He plays one of the hardest on the team, guards 94 feet. I think he's going to make a big impact for us.
And Brady, I didn't get to ask you about the fall activities and everything. What stuck out to you? What do you think brought the team together the most?
I think the bonding activities were definitely great. Me and Sean, pickleball partners. I also did have a solo golf outing. I won that.
Yeah, he won the golf outing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I saw Grayson Gozum had the longest drive. Was that?
That was our outing. This was our team outing. Brady won that. Took home a gift card. Bridge Street Golf. Shout out Snipes.
Sound like a little competition though helped to bring everything together.
Yeah.
A little fun.
Yeah, it was very fun.
A little rivalry.
All the guys out there. It was great.
What are you expecting this year, Sean, as far as personal goals? Anything that you look to as far as your stats or postseason recognition?
Obviously I want the stats, but I think winning is the most important thing. And if the accolades come along with that, then I'm totally fine with that.
And what do you think you need to do in your game to help the team get those W's?
I think just playing off my jump shot. If I'm knocking down shots, I can get other people passes, get cuts, stuff like that.
Well, guys, good luck this season. Appreciate giving us a little bit of time here on WBCB, getting to know you just a little bit. And we'll let you guys sit back down again. We're going to step aside, take another quick break, and then we'll have the sophomores with us. A couple of more Pennsbury Falcons joining us as we get ready for the high school basketball season. Amazing. It is upon us. Their first game that we'll have on BCB is on December the 5th. And that gets us started December 5th, December 6th. We'll have their home opener on December 9th. So right around the corner. We appreciate these guys giving us a little bit of time. We'll be back to Puss in Boots in a moment to talk more hoops.
McCaffrey's Express makes grocery shopping easy. McCaffrey's now offers online shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You get the same in-store prices and no third-party markup. Products are chosen by McCaffrey's own trained staff. Text messages are even accepted for order changes. Shop your way at McCaffrey's Food Markets, online or the app, and earn awards and use digital coupons. McCaffrey's Food Markets in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. Also in Newtown, New Hope, Doylestown, Princeton, and West Windsor.
Puss and Boots Tavern on Trenton Road in Fairless Hills is better than ever. Sit down, relax on their outdoor patio, and try their award-winning burgers and sandwiches. Visit their takeout store for all of your favorite takeout. And it's not just food. You can also stock up on beers, soda, cigars, snacks, and a variety of convenience items. Call 215-295-8236 to place your order or have them host your next party or affair. Get out and enjoy the summer weather today at Puss and Boots Tavern. Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
All right, welcome back to Puss in Boots, the Pennsbury Boys Basketball preview show on WBCB. And we met some of the seniors, we met some of the juniors, and now some significant sophomores for this Pennsbury team. And Coach Emmy, tell us who we got up here.
So we got Braden Clark and we got Patrick Joshua. These 2 gentlemen were 9th grade players on the varsity team last year, which is a very unique circumstance. You know, hasn't been since Mekhi Bryant that we've had a really significant freshman contributor, and we had 2 last year. So feel really fortunate to have these guys and, you know, really excited for the future of the program, but also the present.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. So, Braden, what lessons do you feel like you learned in that freshman year?
First off, thank you for having me.
Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Looking good in the warm-up gear and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, Braden picked this out. So
what?
Yeah, when I went to them, I was like, listen, we can take a really ridiculous trip, or you guys could have some really sweet gear. And I knew to go to him for these items, and this guy found it, and here we go.
Nice, a playmaker and an eye for a good workout outfit.
Yeah, some talent.
Yeah, so what was last year like, and how do you feel like you'll be able to build off of that?
Can I think? Thank you.
Yeah.
I was able to build off of beginning of the season. I turned the ball over a lot, and that was part of the reason I didn't play a lot. And then I picked up on that, and by the end of the season, I was able to be the 6th man. So that's a lesson I learned, just to control the ball, take care of the ball as a point guard.
So when you look back at last year and how that developed for you, was there a point like your favorite moment, your favorite game towards the end of that season?
Yeah, I'm going to say Charleston, just the team bonding and everything, being able to play a lot.
Well, you guys did quite a few team bonding activities in the fall.
Yeah.
What sticks out to you?
Not pickleball.
I'm with you. I'm anti-pickleball. But I'm surprised nobody
I don't
got
know.
into the boxing ring. Sometimes there's some sparring that goes on. Nobody wanted to mix it up?
I guess we ran out of time. Boxing would have been one of them, but we didn't really get to do much after that. I like everything.
How about teams this year that you're really looking forward to? Got the matchup circled, rivalries, personal
still
interest? Yeah?
Yeah. I can't wait to guard one of their leading guards. So he's
They have
good
a
player.
point guard. His name's Rowan Miller, who's a really outstanding guard who we got the opportunity to play in the preseason last year. You know, district champion, you know, that's what these guys want. That's what they're seeking. So you got to want the challenge of playing those top teams and those top players.
So looking forward to that measuring stick game.
Yeah, just ready to compete with him.
And what was that like going up against Thrive and taking down a state champ?
It felt good because we played them 3 times, lost twice. So third time felt good beating them.
All right, so
Relieving.
which coach's voice resonates with you, kind of the coach speak?
I'd say Bergman too.
Yeah?
Yeah, loudest on the court.
Just 'cause
like
he's
Brett
loud.
said. Yeah.
All right, as you get ready for this year, personal goals, anything that you're looking for as far as stats, scoring percentage? You mentioned turnovers, kind of making sure you stay on top of protecting the ball.
Yeah, I just want to get everybody involved. I'm not really worried about the stats. I know that'll come along with just playing hard. Yeah.
How about when you look forward to this year, what about team goals? What are your expectations? What would make this a successful year in your mind?
I think we can go as far as we take ourselves. I want to go to districts, go to states. First time we did that in a while, so I think we can go there.
I mean, districts, states, any talk about the league and making that kind of the first priority?
I'm pretty confident we'll win the league.
Well, great to go into the season.
Nothing like a little bulletin board material, you know. There we go.
Always good
I
to
like the confidence,
have that
though.
positivity, that confidence,
Yeah.
and shows kind of where this Pennsbury team is going into this season. Braden, we appreciate your being with us tonight and being part of the show. All right, so Patrick, last year, what was your highlight? What was a moment that stuck out for you that kind of made you feel like you were really part of this Pennsbury team?
Against Neshaminy, when we blew out Neshaminy the first time at home, that really meant a lot to me because of the fan base, people yelling.
Yeah.
Never really been in that type of crowd.
So does that kind of give you a little more energy to take on Neshaminy this year? Are there other games that have that kind of significance, that kind of spice? I mean, you certainly hear it when you're over at Ben Salem too.
Oh, for sure. I think Ben Salem is the top team that I need to go after. Like losing to them those 2 times. That first time when we were at Ben Salem and the crowd was going crazy and we was just sitting on the bench, miserable, losing, no energy. Like those are the type of things that you don't ever really want to feel again. And I want to make them feel that pain.
Get that bitter taste out of your mouth.
Absolutely.
And taste a little victory here this season. How about personal goals? What are you looking at for your season? Anything, I don't know, stat-wise, or is it more team goals that you're focused on?
Team goals is always one of the things that we're focused on. I want us to play together because all teams play better together. I think defense also comes first before our offense. My personal goals, I want to be the player of the year. Like, I want there to be no doubt that I am the player of the year. Like, last year when I was second team all-league, I took that as absolute disrespect. So I need to be the player of the year this year.
Motivated this season. What teammate do you think is going to step up and surprise Falcon fans, surprise people in the league?
Absolutely Brady Kent. At practice a couple days ago, he was going crazy, seeing things that I ain't never seen before from him. So it was pretty nice and important to see that from him, to see that grind, to see that hustle from someone in the group, so that it's not just me, Braden, or Manga, or those other seniors that are trying to push us. Like, at least we have someone else behind us waiting to have their next chance, so that the other people can be behind him. And I'm just glad that he's there to lead by example.
Which of these coaches kind of resonates with your game or has fit your style and I don't know, is one of the guys who you listen to most intently?
I think Coach Love has always been pretty close to me, and also Coach Emmy since those middle school games. Talking to Coach Emmy, him seeing that potential in me, and then also Coach Love, me being able to speak to him on the bench since we're pretty close off the court as well.
Well, guys, I mean, looking forward to this season big time. Appreciate you both being with us for a little bit to give people some insights here into this Pennsbury team. So how about team goals? I mean, talked about your personal goals. What do you expect for this team, and what makes this a successful season?
What makes this a successful season is if we can communicate with each other, if we're not self-absorbed. Because if we're self-absorbed, then that means that we're only thinking about ourselves. And if we're only thinking about ourselves, then there's no energy to be regenerated upon ourselves.
I mean, so Braden, confident. I mean, do you see that energy already starting with this team? Do you see that communication and
yes,
togetherness?
Yes. Especially after we lost to Friends Central, we all had plenty of words to say to each other, and I think that we absolutely got that off our chests. So as games go on and on, I hope that we can communicate that with ourselves, and we can go on to be good in districts and then hopefully states. So
it kind of sounds like you're saying you guys were tough on each other after that game and able to still be together. I mean, that's a little bit of a challenge to be critical of each other and yet to stay on the same page.
Yes.
Yeah, the Miami Heat are one of the staple organizations in the NBA. And, when you're a lower level program, a high school program, an AAU program, a college program, and you see NBA coaches doing things a certain way, the one thing that I took from Miami is they meet fights and they meet disagreements head on. And I love that our team took that approach. And it was spearheaded by them, because a great team is always going to be player-led. If we lead, if the coaches are the ones that are the leaders the whole time, we're only going to go so far. But these guys took it upon themselves after a really tough loss in the fall here to say the hard things, to say the things that needed to be said. And they need to continue to do that, because this is not like a straight trajectory. Like, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be shooting slumps, there's going to be injuries, there's going to be things that happen to your team, and you have to be able to navigate all of that. And, I'm fortunate to have these guys and those guys and a coaching staff that is experienced and comfortable enough in their own shoes to be able to handle those things.
I mean, it really sounds like that moment, Pat, brought the team together as much as being at the boxing ring or playing pickleball.
Yeah, I think pickleball was the one for me, but Breslin and Brady showed us that there's really levels to the pickleball stuff. So I had to back off that a little bit, but the guys that I was going up against, they can't handle me in that. So whatever it is, I'm just going to try to win in it. So
earlier we brought the term fun. What is going to make this season fun for you guys? Braden, the first one question goes to you. I mean, being with your teammates, but it's got to come down to victories.
Yeah, of course. I think what will make the season really fun is the locker room. Just everybody's interacts, and it's just a fun time in the locker room.
Yeah, Pat, what's that energy like in the team room when you guys are there? Again, kind of the team leaders stepping up and building that bond.
It's pretty cool. I mean, everyone is starting to get along with each other pretty well. I mean, on the basketball court, there's a lot of controversy, but off the court, it shouldn't be anything personal. And I think we're really starting to understand that after all those summer workouts of yelling and maybe going at each other, maybe a little bit of pushing, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
After we're off the court.
I mean, you push each other, and then you kind of build each other up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the time that all these guys have given to us here on WBCB. Coach Emmy for bringing it all together, all the assistant coaches that are with us here tonight. Big thanks to Puss in Boots, and we're really looking forward to this high school basketball season. I would love when we get to come inside the gym and do the high school basketball thing on WBCB. It's my favorite season of the year, and expecting a lot of excitement with this Pennsbury team. Like Braden said, confidence when it comes to the league and everybody looking at maybe a district run, but a lot of work in front of you guys. And
For sure.
We'll be there throughout. Looking forward to it. Big thanks to everybody for being here tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank
and,
you.
Looking
Thank you,
forward to the
WBCB.
hoops. Oh, man, you got it. Anytime. And maybe I can get one of these workout uniforms or
I'll
something
see what
like
I can
that.
do. I
don't
know somebody.
No, I don't think I qualify. We got to leave that up to the assistant coaches.
I don't know if the other Lower Bucks County teams are like if you're wearing Pennsbury gear at
Well,
events.
yeah. I don't want to show favorites, but we also kind of see orange out of one eye and black out of the other eye with all of our Pennsbury games here on WBCB, so might be a little bit biased, but looking forward to this high school basketball season and seeing where this team can go. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll be with you for December 5th, our first game on WBCB with Falcons basketball.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Go Falcons.
go Falcons.